Peace, Moors. Peace and love to all the Muslims, all the Asiatics around the world. Hey, what if I told you the way to get out of the so-called system is to simply stop participating in the system? What if I told you that? Would that spark any kind of curiosity inside your mind? To get out of the system is to simply stop participating in the system. I'm gonna be running up a few questions. I'm gonna be answering some questions that. Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all. If you in the free subscription, if you got a free subscription to the Beam Out channel, I appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate the questions that y'all leave up in there. So if you ain't joined the free Beam Out channel, join that channel. And when you join that channel, I'm gonna be answering questions that y'all post up in there. All right, I'm gonna get to them questions. So one of the questions was, how do we get, what is the solution to get out of the system? One of the answers to get out of the system is to stop participating in the system. Now you might say, well, how you do that, Kush? Stop participating in all of, look, let me go over here. It's finna get loud over there. When you say stop participating in the system, that means this right here. Words that we have been told to identify as Black, Pan-African, Native American, Negro, person of color, African American. Those are social engineered slave terms, brand terms. Us as Moorish Americans, using those terms that was given to us and placed on our people, those terms keep us as a participant in the so-called system. What is the so-called system? The so-called system has many layers to the system. Peace, more. Multiple layers in the system. Okay? So when somebody says the system, how do we get out of the system? Stop participating. The first way you can stop participating is to first recognize that you don't have to participate in the system. Shout out to the BX. You don't gotta participate with the system at all. This is something that we could do right now. Saying to yourself, I want to get out of the so-called system of corporate America. All right. You do that by simply addressing the elephant in the room. What's the elephant in the room? What's the biggest elephant in the room right now? All right. The biggest elephant in the room right now is our people's identity as a collective. I'm talking about all of the Aboriginal and Indigenous people. Who's that? The Aboriginal and Indigenous people are the various copper complexion, dark complexion people, olive complexion people on this planet. Those are Aboriginal and Indigenous people. So the collective problem that we all have is a lack of identity. That's our collective problem. That's the elephant in the room. So when they say participating in the system to stop participating, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta acknowledge who you are. Who are you? What is your nationality? What does your name? Ask these questions from these people that be outside talking. Ask these questions. Do they bring up nationality? Do they bring up land? Do they bring up resources? Do they bring up treaty law? Do they bring up the Constitution? Do they bring up the Declaration Rights of Indigenous Peoples? Do they bring up human rights? Start asking these important questions from anybody outside that's out here talking about, I got a solution for our people. If they not bringing any of those that I just mentioned, it's others. But if they not bringing up law, history, land, culture, resources, human rights. If they not bringing up these topics, landmarks. If they not bringing these topics up, when they talk about what are some solutions for our people, some solutions is, what is your identity? That's the number one thing. The number one thing is identity. What if I told you it was simply by saying your real free national name is a Moorish American or a Moor? How can I prove that? I can prove it in real time right now. Check it out. The 1828 Webster's Dictionary is the first published dictionary in North America as far as a contemporary piece of work, right? The so-called system feeds off our people who keep misidentifying as persons of color, so-called black people, African Americans, Native Americans, Indians, okay? These are brand names that are given to our people by the higher-ups. These higher-ups all want to control the population. That's us, humanity. Peace and love to all y'all out there. So a solution to get out of that is simply by saying who you are. And when you say who you are, you at the same time you saying who you not.
What's up, bro?
What's up? Peace, man.
How you doing?
Peace. How you doing, man? I'm doing a lot. Man. So when you say who you are, you letting everybody in the world know who you not. So who are you? When you say you black, right? When we say we're gonna prove it in real time, right? Check it out. 1828 Noah Webster Dictionary. First dictionary published in the Americas, contemporary. So you say, look up the definition. Even if you ain't got the book, just Google it. Don't take my word on nothing. Just Google it. Okay? We talking about solutions to our identity. 1828. Look up the word black on there. When you look this word up, you're gonna notice that the word black means to become pale, to turn white, wan, livid. Okay? I know. It might sound way out some type shit, like I'm on some tweak shit. All you gotta do is look it up though. Okay? Because once you look it up, then you read it yourself, then you make it your own. Because you've looked it up yourself. Okay? So that right there excludes the word black, because we're not pale people. We're not colorless people. This is what the word black means. We have been, for generations, groomed to accept slave labels from people. Now, this is going to be disturbing. It's disturbing because these slave labels and this type of grooming has been happening with our own people, by our own people. Now, you might say, well, why, Kush? Why would our own people want to enslave our own people? Slavery is a divine issue. Slavery has been happening from every nationality in the world. Okay? And contrary to popular belief, we were not the first slaves in the Americas. Contrary to popular belief, the first slaves that's in the Americas were hybrid Europeans, so-called white people. Okay? They're not white people though. All right? They were the first slaves here in these lands. But in school, John D. Rockefeller, the Board of Education, they'd trick us with the Jedi mind tricks for the dark side and get us to accept we got brought over here as slave boats. The reason why our nationality is so crucial is because it links us with a name and the land. Okay? The land is our name. This is going to blow your mind, right? If you don't got the book, it's okay. Google Henry Campbell's Black Law, 4th edition. Look up the definition of land. Land. Look this up. Don't take my word on nothing. I want you to look it up if you choose to. If you're really trying to seek answers, look these words up. Okay? So when you look this up, you're going to notice that the word land actually has the word Moors in the definition. See, this is another reason why they don't encourage us from kindergarten real small, to adulthood. They don't encourage us. See, this is not like programs where they have youth programs where they teach us to dive into dictionaries, etymology books, history books, right? Landmark, geography books. Y'all notice that they just encourage our people to play sports, basketball, football, track and field, baseball. Y'all know what's going on. You from the hood like I'm from the hood. So they don't encourage us. They give us things to take our minds away and the parents' minds away from diving into these subjects of law, history, geography, astrology, all right, chemistry, etymology, psychology. It's not encouraged for us to go into these type of subjects, right? So they send us to different things like playing sports or doing other activities. So look, that's why we each one teaching one right now, so we can encourage not only the youth, but we can encourage ourselves to figure out what we gonna do. All right. Contrary to popular belief, when you think that your vote counts, okay, this is gonna be uncomfortable for a lot of people. Okay, this is gonna be uncomfortable. But look, the reason why you think that your vote counts is because of propaganda. The propaganda, again, is coming from the U.S. corporation. What's the U.S. corporation? The U.S. corporation, contrary to popular belief, is a foreign, private, for-profit, human trafficking corporation. It's a conglomerate. Okay? The Fed, the Federal Reserve, has nothing to do with what we have been brainwashed that it does. Okay? The Federal Reserve is a foreign, private, for-profit extortion industry that works in unison with the Crown in London and the Vatican. Okay? I know this is going to be coming. Now you're going to be like, whoa, I ain't never caught that before. Yeah. This is what it's about, though. Each one teach one. Now, the reason why our vote does not count in this corporation is because corporations deal with artificial things, artificial entities. Us as Moors, we are aboriginal and indigenous to the land. So we're natural, organic, living, sentient beings. We are coming from Allah, God. Okay? We are having a spiritual human experience right now. So we cannot be corporations. A corporation example will be something like Ace Hardware or Target or Best Buy or any kind of corporate store. You know, Nike, something like that. Those are corporations. Like anything that's tied to a corporation is artificial. Okay, now watch the link up. Okay, so the reason why your vote do not count in the corporation. What up, cuz? What's the word?
All right now.
Cool.
NWO's a slogan.
What you on,
Still
Jay?
holding up like Hulk Hogan.
You already know. We on the beam all right now. Say what up, Jay?
What up? 914. What up?
Yeah, you know. We on the beam all right now. We outside, man. It's real life. What up? What you on, cuz?
Need to cut tomorrow.
What time?
Stay off.
Do 11?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, 11 o'clock. What you on right now?
Oh shit! I'm about to go to the crib and relax. I got the next 2 days off.
Oh, for sure, shit. Pull up, cuz.
Oh shit! I just need, you know what I mean? I'm a little bit fuzzy wuzzy was a bear up here. You feel
I got you, Jig. I got the Smokey was a bear. I got you.
Good. Everything good though?
Yeah, everything cool. You know, beaming out something real quick, hollering at the people real fast.
Shit, I always see you on deck, you know what I mean?
Got to, cuz.
For sure.
Got to.
Enlightenment is the best thing that we need.
It's the best.
That's nourishment.
Nourishment, cuz.
Keep on doing it.
You know, gotta do it. It's much love. Why we got YO in here. Hold up, YO in here too. Look.
914, what up?
Yeah.
Out here in the shy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who said they ain't got no New York niggas out here? 914, that's what it is.
Yeah.
We
Westchester.
still here.
Yes, sir.
WP.
Yes, sir.
Planes done landed.
Love, cuz. 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What you doing? You doing the waves? You doing the waves that brought the slaves?
Of course.
All right.
Gotta bring them in.
All right, cuz. Love. Yeah, G. 914 with Slum. Yes, sir. So, the reason, we outside, man. This real life, man. This real life. This we outside, you know? So, the reason why our vote does not count. DC, Islam, I see you. The reason why it don't count is us as living, breathing, sentient beings, we are organic. So, we're not artificial. We have living blood coming through our veins, running through our veins. We're breathing air. Let me ask you a question. Does Best Buy breathe? Does Target breathe? Does a courthouse breathe? Nah. Does Ace Hardware breathe? Does Victoria's Secrets breathe? Nah. You see? So all of those answers should start painting a picture inside your mind. So you start saying like, all right, well, what's the solution then? What's the solution? The solution is, again, not to participate in that game. Look at it like this. This whole planet, okay? This whole planet is a stage. It's a school. Depending on how you play the game, if you learn the law, that means you're going to have a different experience in this school. St. Louis, Islam. You're going to have a different experience in this world. Now watch this right here. All right? Yo, Hytham, what you doing, man? You on the phone?
Yeah.
What you doing?
My family overseas.
Oh, it's your fam? Where you from, man? Let them know where you from.
I'm from Jordan, originally Palestine.
So your nationality is?
Muslim.
No, your nationality?
Arab.
You Jordanese?
Originally Palestinian.
Palestinian. See? So you know about the Moors then?
Of course.
I'm doing a lot. See? You see? Do you see? You see? See, once you let go of black, African American, you let go of Indian, you let go of all of these brands that they've been telling us that we was. Cleveland and Sam. You see, I'm repping it too, though. Once we let go of these brands and we start dealing with actual free national names that connect us to a land, then you starting to get out of the system. Okay? The system can only function with our consent, our participation. You see? That's how the system works. So, going back to the voting thing, this is what happens when they trick us to go down to the polls. VA, Islam. When we say we're going down to the polls, right? Pick up a book called Word Magic by Paul Chain. Fire. All right? Fire. Get that book. Straight fire. Word Magic. Okay? So, when we as Moorish Americans, living sentient beings, when we go down to the voting poll, what happens is this is where it's gonna get kind of like, this is what's happening? Yeah. When we go to the voting polls, because we've been tricked, remember, it's a game, okay? It's a game. Okay, and if you don't know the rules, if you don't know the laws, you can get finessed. All right. So Utah, Islam. So when we go to the voting poll, what do they ask the people that come in there to do? They ask you to fill out this piece of paper. Okay? On the piece of paper, if you just want to go down there, you want to Google it, pick one of them forms up and just read it. Read the fine print that's on there. See, they hide stuff in plain sight. Usually you'll find this kind of stuff in the fine print. Okay, so look at it. You're gonna notice when you flip it over, it's gonna ask you, do you consent to register? Or they might rearrange the wording now. I don't know how it is now. But on the paper, it's gonna say, are you a U.S. citizen? Pay attention, because this is the juicy stuff. All right. When they ask you on the piece of paper, are you a U.S. citizen? That's this. Remember, it's a game. So when they ask you that question, they're seeing if you are competent or you're ignorant of law. All right. All of this is happening simultaneously as you're looking at the form. So they're gonna ask you, are you a U.S. citizen? When they ask you that and you check off yes, you have now consented to be a subject, slave to the corporation. I know. Just by you checking off that box that asks you, are you a U.S. citizen? You're consenting to participate in a game that you should never even play in. Okay? Remember, there is a republic, we the people. The other side it's always two sides. The other side to that is the democracy. The democracy is the foreign private for-profit human trafficking corporation conglomerate. Okay? The positive side of law is the republic, we the people. All right? The people that was known as the Lenape. Lenape, so-called Indians, we're not Indians. Lenape actually means we the people. Look it up. It's wild, right? This whole entire time, they put a name on us like Indian. How could it be Indian if we're living in the Americas? You see how it's hidden in plain sight? This is what they do though. They use dark magic. They rearrange words to get us confused. So we thinking in our mind an entirely different narrative than what's reality. All right? Yeah, we talk about law. So then when you say, well, what's the significance of me checking off these things on these forms? Okay? They get us with trickery. So when we sign the forms, we sign a consent to be subjugated in our own land. Remember Martin Luther King, when he did that I Have a Dream speech? And he gave a speech that was like, he said, the Negroes are exiled in their own land. He was giving us a cue. See, that's really what got him 86th when he said that. When he said, I have been to the mountaintop. When he said that, he was talking about he's already seen the knowledge. That's the mountaintop. Now I'm finna show y'all what the mountaintop is. Okay? Watch this. You watching? Watch this. This is what Martin Luther King was talking about. But see, Martin Luther King was compromised though. He was a Freemason. We Moors over here. Do I got a single on me? Let me see if I got a single on me, I'm gonna show you. If you got a single on you, pull it out right now. If you got a single so-called $1 bill, pull it out right now. We could do it together. Look. All right, check it out. This is the mountaintop. Okay? Check it out. This is the so-called mountaintop right here. Look. So when Malcolm X, when Martin Luther King was like, I've been to the mountaintop. This is what he was talking about. He was talking about that pyramid, that capstone right there. and he was talking about the rest of the pyramid. When he said he been to the mountaintop, that means he's gained a certain degree of knowledge. Okay? But he was a Freemason. So when he made that statement, I've been to the mountaintop, talking about Martin Luther King. When he made that statement, he violated his own Freemason oath. So that got him 86th. Okay? Martin Luther King was talking about the mountaintop. This is the mountaintop right here. It's knowledge. That cap on that pyramid right there, this right here, is symbolizing the illuminated mind. But the reason why they put it off of the pyramid is because it's disconnected. So that means you got your body, you got your soul, you got your body, but you don't have a connection with your spirit or your nationality or your creed. So you're pretty much just floating in limbo. This is why, if you look at this from this angle, you can see that, look in the dark areas right here. You see how you see a symbol right there? This is another question that somebody had asked me. They was like, can you talk about the signs and the symbols on the so-called dollar bill? Okay. This sign right here, we flipped it over. Look at it real close. In the shadows, hidden in plain sight, you see what number? What number do y'all see right there? Look close. You see a number? Exactly. You see the number 7 right here. See that? You see? So when they said, I've been to the mountaintop, this is what Martin Luther King was talking about. The circle 7 is right here, but it's disconnected. The mind is disconnected from the temple, which is the pyramid. Okay, now flip it back over. When you see this, think this is connected. So when you say your nationality, when you say your divine creed, as far as knowing who you are, knowing where you come from, honoring your ancient forefathers and foremothers, when you are dealing with principles and not stuck in opinions or emotionalism, then you're reconnecting your capstone, your eye, your pineal gland back to your pyramid. Bing bong. See? See that? Then the circle 7 connection will take place. Your 7 eyes of Allah, of Elohim, will spark. This is the spark of life. Okay? So, the solution to doing that is exactly what I just mentioned. Letting go of the slave names, like these guys. Letting go of the terms that we have been told that we are. We are black, Negro, person of color, Native American, Indian. These are not us. None of those connect us to a land. You understand? Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Black, Negro, person of color, African American, Pan-African, etc. They don't connect us to the land. The land. Okay? Remember, look up that definition, land. Henry Campbell's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Look these terms up. Don't just go by, oh, CushDey said it, so I'm just gonna run with it. Nah. Look it up. Because man or woman knows not by being told. Look it up. Look it up yourself. Alright? So, you say this right here. What was another question that they had asked? Some of the Moors had asked. Oh yeah. So to wrap up the voting thing. Once you go down there and you register, no different than you register for a car. Notice how they always asking, the U.S. corporation, they always asking for a registration or a signature. It's a difference between a signature and an autograph. Remember this. Look it up. There's a difference between a signature and an autograph. Okay? Your autograph, that is your free national, that's your signing. That comes from a living being. Do you notice, have you ever got a letter from like an insurance company or a bank or a so-called bill that come to your crib, your castle, your house, your apartment? You ever notice how the people that sent you the whatever to you, they always put your straw man in all capital letters. Now, when you go home and you get some mail, when you check your mail, if you ain't checked your mail already, look at a letter that come from a corporation. They're gonna have your name either in all capital letters or your name is gonna be off. Meaning it wouldn't be the way that you signed it. Okay? So look, to add on to that, that would be a signature. When they send a photocopy signature, you notice that it's not from an actual living being. When we autograph something, we either do it with blue ink or red ink. Black symbolizes the dead straw man. This is why you don't want to sign anything contractually, anything in black. You want to sign all your documents either in blue, symbolizing your blood, or red, symbolizing your blood, or you want to put a thumbprint down there. All right? These are kind of conversations that we got to start having. All right, we got to start having these kind of conversations, knowing how to sign paperwork. Don't sign nothing in black ink no more. Sign everything in blue or red ink. And you also want to put, if you're not sure, you want to say all rights reserved. You want to reserve all of your rights. That's another thing. Reserve all your rights on the paperwork. Blue ink or red ink, not black. All right. Then you say, all right, you say this right here. What was another question they was asking? They was asking about the symbols. Okay, look. This symbol right here. Let's see if I can show y'all. This symbol right here. Okay. This is the hex alpha. This symbol right here is symbolizing as above, so below. Why is this important? Because the dark force, the conglomerate, the U.S. corporation, they're using this in a negative way. They got us thinking that this came from the so-called Jewish people. It didn't come from them. This is a symbol of correspondence. This is a symbol of as above, so below. This is also a symbol of astrology. All right? The 6. What else does the 6 symbolize? The 6 symbolizes a lot of things. Not only as above, so below, it also symbolizes as within, so without. It also symbolizes the yin and the yang. It also, family, it got a gang of sequences to it. Now, if we look at the number 5, right? If we looking at the number 5, oh yeah, hold on, wait, let me back up. If we looking at that pyramid on that so-called $1 bill, right? Think now, like the word pyramid. If you do an etymology check on it, the word pyramid, this is where it get crazy at. The word pyramid in etymology, it's going to say Latin. In Latin, the word pyramid means M-E-R. Okay? M-E-R is a derivative of the word more. M-O-O-R or M-U-R or M-O-R. It's over 60 variations to that word, including M-E-R. All right? Like the people out there, the Moorish Greeks that was out there, like Giannis Antetokounmpo. If you ask Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's not going to tell you that he's a black man. Ask him. One thing that was really interesting this year, I'm going to get back to the number 5 too. But one thing that was interesting about this year is you had the so-called Olympics, right? Now, now remember, keep in mind at all times, there's 2 worlds going on at the same time. It's actually multiple worlds going on at the same time, even right now. It's multiple realities. It's an infinite number of realities that are happening right now. But on this particular planet, you have a so-called 2-party system. Okay? You have a positive system and you have a negative system. So if we're looking at the Olympics, you could see it like, yeah, they was doing all kind of fuckery. They was doing all kind of demonic and satanic things at the so-called Olympics, for sure. The majority of that shit was satanic, right? But here's the positive side, though. The positive side to the Olympics was this right here. We got a chance to see on a world stage, Sunday out of El Islam, or we got a chance to see our people, Aboriginal, Indigenous people, on a world stage. Okay? A world stage, our people. Copper complexion, dark complexion, olive complexion, right? You actually got a chance to see people that look like you and I on a world stage against our own people. But here's the kicker on for the positive side. If you paying attention, you're going to see it. Our own people that are from different countries, they all got a flag. They all have a national name. They all have a national origin that they come from. They all have a national language that they speak. Yeah, they speak English too. Yeah. But they also have a national language. You get it? So we got a chance to witness people that look just like us from all around the world speaking multiple languages, right? But they had the key thing that our people over here don't have because of the lack of information, the lack of knowledge, and the continuous brainwashing that we keep receiving over here from the Board of Education. And these sellouts that keep pumping this black narrative, this African American narrative, this people of color narrative. You notice that none of the people that got on the podium that I saw identified as so-called black if they was from a different place. They didn't claim black. But they look like our own people. They look like they could be your sister or your brother or your cousin. You understand? So, do you understand and understand what I'm talking about? So, if you're looking at our own people from around the globe, the thing that they had in common was they had a national flag. So, what is the national flag for our people who were competing in the Olympics? It ain't the red, white, and blue. It ain't the red, white, and blue, Moors. Nah. You thought it was the red, white, and blue? Nah. It ain't the red, white, and blue. That red, white, and blue is called a banner. It's called the Star-Spangled Trading Banner. It's in the name. They thought they was so slick that they took trading out of the entire name. The real whole name of that red, white, and blue so-called flag that our people keep waving like they really representing that, like that's an American flag. That's not an American flag. Remember I said a while ago how the world is a stage and our participation keeps the game going for the dark side and keeps us in subjugation? That's one thing that you could pick up from this so-called Olympics that just happened. The red, white, and blue star-spangled trading banner is amity and commerce from the Moors and the hybrid Albion Europeans that we allowed to do business on our lands. What's our lands? Our lands are the Americas. Our lands are the planet. Those are our lands. The planet. But we speaking right now specifically about North America, Central America, South America, and all of the islands. Okay? And what's interesting is the people that are from Central America and all of the islands, including Hawaii and South America, the common denominator is America. Yo! Do you get it? The common denominator is America. Do you get it? Central America, South America, all of the islands are different islands of the Americas. You see? This is why the Prophet Noble Drew Ali told us that he gave us instructions, and he left us information, research as to why we are Moorish American. Okay? I ain't forget about the number 5 either. Don't think I forgot. Okay? So, when we say that we are Moorish American, a lot of our people get caught up and say, well, why are we Moorish American and why aren't we Moroccan? That's a question. Noble Drew Ali left the answer in the Moorish questions for the Moorish questions 101s, where he states Moorish Americans. Why are we Moorish Americans? Because we are descendants of Moroccans and born in America. Now you might say it still don't make sense that we not Moroccans and Moorish Americans. The great Masonic secret, I'm gonna let y'all know, the open secret that all these so-called black Freemasons and these European Freemasons, what they know, that they don't never share with us. The Americas, North, Central, South, and all of the islands is actually, are you listening? Is actually Morocco. What does that mean? Wow. That means you and I, if you are in the Americas, North, Central, South America, and all of the islands, okay? Cuba, Jamrock, Haiti, Dominican Republic, all the Tainos, etc. etc. You're standing on Morocco. You're standing on Egypt. You're standing in the ancient old world, the Americas, which contemporarily, modern, is called America. But if we took it to an ancient name for these lands, it would be called Amexem. Northwest Amexem, North America. Southwest Amexem, South America. So you have ancient Amexem, you have modern America. Okay? In contemporary terms, people out here saying the United States of America. That's what's been going on. Okay. Now, I know I'm dropping a lot on y'all, but I gotta be quick with it because, like my brother Cujo say, quick fast. I gotta be quick fast with it because they got me shadow banned and they got me on this timer. So look. So when you say, oh yeah, shout out to Canaan Land. All the Canaan Land Moors up there. Yes, sir. So when you say, all right, the number 5. The number 5 symbolizes love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. These are 5 universal principles. Universal. The number 5 also symbolizes the points of a man, woman, and a child. We talking about mathematics right now. We're talking about geometry. So all the Moors that say that they are gods in the earth, it's all connected. It's like look, this is what it's like. It's like a tree. Moorish science will be like a tree, right? Okay? Picture it like this. Let me give you a picture, a visual. Moorish science will be a tree that has deep roots. Deep roots, okay? Deep roots coming from the ground. Deep roots growing all the way up to the tree. All the way up. And the Moorish science has different branches of the science. The science will be called I, self, law, and master. Okay? Islamism. Different branches when you're talking about religion, spirituality, law, history. It's different branches. But the tree is Islam. Islam has two sides. You have the faith of Islam, the religion of Islam, and you have the science of Islam, which is I, self, law, and master, or I, self, Lord, and master. All these so-called Freemasons and Black Masons, they all know this information, but don't look for them to talk because they took a death oath not to talk. So we got to each one teach one. All right. So the number 5. This is it now. Number 5. The number 5 in geometry, in the metaphysical science, it symbolizes arm, leg, arm, head. What does that spell? Allah. What is Allah if you slowed it down? All law. So Allah, really, if you slowed it down, is all law. So law governs all events. This is why we say study the law. When you study the law, you will see that the law applies to everything in the universe. Everything. This is why, including the Mayat, including the Kemetic science, the Emerald tablets, including the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, all of those are science books. The science books put together, the Book of the Dead, the Bhagavad Gita, the Septuaginta, all of these books are our books. See, we've been taught and conditioned to look at these books as like individual ways of thought. But in reality, the science books, the Torah, the Bhagavad Gita, the Septuaginta, the Vedas, the Quran, all of these books, etc., are our books that should be read together. That's the difference. All these imams and gurus that's around the world, they know this information. But they don't share this information because they take oaths not to reveal this information to the common people who are us, we the people. All right. This is what gives them the illusion of having power. It's an illusion. They don't have power. They got an illusion type power structure that's set up for them to benefit off of us. All right. It's just an illusion. It's plain. Do you know the rules to the game or not? Okay. So another question was this. I'm gonna give y'all a question. I'm gonna give y'all some questions. How much time we got? You know the saying in the Bible? The saying in the Bible that be like, faith without works is dead. Y'all know that saying, right? Faith without works is dead. Okay, so the question is this. As much faith as our people have put into claiming black and claiming Indian and claiming Native American and claiming Pan-African and claiming Hebrew and whatever else, our people have put all of their faith into these names. So the question is, if you read the scripture and you got common sense, if our people been putting faith, blind faith, into these terms and conditions, and it's not been working, wouldn't that mean that it's dead? I like that. That's strong. I like that. Wouldn't it mean that though? We've been putting all of our energy, all of our faith, blind faith into these terms, and the terms have given us nothing but mistreatment, abuse, random shootings, all type of injustice. Wouldn't that mean that us continuing to put our faith in those terms and names, wouldn't it mean that that's helping out the so-called corporation, the agenda, and not helping us? I'm just asking the question. That's all. You feel me? I'm just asking the question. Because as much people say that they read the scriptures and the Bible, I'm just asking the question. If we putting our faith into that and we ain't seeing no progress, wouldn't that mean that we've been putting faith into something that's dead? Now here's another one for you. According to science, the word black, brace yourself. Look, brace yourself now. Don't drop the phone. Don't drop the phone, fam. According to science, the word black means death. It means dead. This is according to science now. These ain't my words. This is according to science. Look it up. Don't believe nothing I'm talking about. Just look it up. I want you to. According to science, the word black means death. Nah, let's put a bow tie on it. Let's tie it up with a nice, pretty big bow. All right. So when you say, right, etymology 101, look up the word black. Look it up. It means death. Now, when you say, faith without works is dead, we've been putting faith in a word that means dead. Yeah. So, are you going to continue to put your faith in something that means dead in science, dead in law? I ain't even say nothing about law yet. I ain't even mentioned the word law when I said dead, right? When you invest in a law book, don't look for the word black in there. It's not going to say that. It's going to say colorable. When you say, I want to find out why our people get treated so poorly, look up the word colorable, colored, okay, and color of authority. The reason why slave patrol can get away with murdering our people is not the complexion that they doing it by. They don't have immunity from that because of our skin complexion. They have so-called immunity because so-called black people agree. I know this, brace yourself. This might be uncomfortable. Prepare yourself. We have been tricked to agree and put blind faith in terms that continue to get us dead. Dead. Did I bring my charger? Thought I brought my charge out here. Damn. And it's finna rain. Hold up. Alright. It's finna rain out here. I done left my charger in the shop. Damn. It's wild out here, man. But yeah, Moors. That's what's going on, though. Rain out there and shit. It's raining right now. Rain? Hell yeah. That shit crazy. I'ma holler at y'all though. It's raining right now, Jay. Be smooth, fam. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's humid as hell. Peace, more. You wanna say something to the people? You want?
Peace, more. Peace, more. You know what it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, love. Much love to all the BDs, all the GDs, all the MCs, all the Blackstones, all the
All
Vice
true
Lords.
organizations.
Say something to them, boy.
Man, all true organizations, man. Peace.
Yes, sir. Y'all know. Holla at y'all, love. All right, Moors. I'ma holla at y'all. Islam. Hold on, I'm stepping here. Rain and shit. Hold up. I can't even close the beam, my dog. Hold up. Rain done got the whole phone wet. That's crazy. Peace, Moors.
It seems we've gotten complacent with being disrespected, belittled, ignored.
I don't know. They won't let me in. They won't let me in. This shit crazy.
Allow them to make you forget who you are. Los Garza. And who we are. Legado del fantasma. That's not just a name. That's a legacy. And we will not have it diminished. No, senor. Next week.
This shit crazy. They won't even let me in. They won't even let me in the beam out. Alright, so listen. Since they didn't let me in the beam out, listen. If you got questions, hit me up in the DM. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the questions. Look, NYC, I'm gonna be in your area. Next week, I'm gonna be out there in your area. Alright? You gonna see me out there? We gonna be in Harlem. We having an event in Harlem. The plugger is on my page. Check my page out. Check the plug out. NYC, we in your area. The Rack. We gonna be there. Pulling up. Pull up on us. We having a free event. So make sure if you are in the NYC area, you in the city, slide. We gonna be there. Alright? Much love to all y'all. How much time this is? There. Much love, Mom. Let me see if they let me in here right now.